Welcome to J-Man and Magicate. I'm J-Man. This is Magicate. That's right. I'm looking at Madden 23. We're going to play some more Ultimate Team because I'm having fun. And I don't care what y'all think. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. You could stop it right here. I know you do anyway. But that doesn't matter because I'm having fun. I'm learning. I'm seeing God work. It's been quite amazing. And speaking of God working, he works through his word. And right now I've got Matthew chapter 1, verse 21 open out of the English Standard Version. And remember, this is an angel speaking to Joseph. She will bear a son, and you shall call his name Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins.
Hey everybody, thanks for
Hi,
joining us
Coach.
today. I'm the coach.
Oh, you're so
and this
welcome. I'm so
Madden
happy to join
Ultimate
you.
Team.
Ultimate Team, Madden Ultimate Team.
Now
There we
let's hand it off
go.
to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight
You guys
into
ready?
the action.
I'm ready.
Thank you, Coach. This challenge
So,
begins in the
as I mentioned when I was reading this verse, this is actually the second half of the verse that we looked at in the last video. And the reason that it's the second half of that video is because I didn't read it well enough. I will be honest. When I looked at it, I wanted to go one verse at a time, even though when it came to the ancestry, I went all the way through the ancestry because I figured the ancestry would be kind of boring. Well, this one is the second part of what happened. And so I'll remind you what happened. In the first part of this, the angel told Joseph not to divorce Mary, but to stay with her. And then he said that this is your child. I want you to see this child as your own. In fact, I'm going to give you the name to call your son. His name will be Jesus. His name will be Jesus. Because he is coming to take away the sins of his people. Now, this is amazing. Oh, and I was right. They doubted me, and I was right.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play.
So, this is when Jesus becomes real to Joseph, and we just did the job. That's a challenge complete. Look at that. Max stars right there, doing my job.
Hello everyone, you're watching
Hello!
Ultimate Challenges.
This is Ultimate Challenges? Oh, I'm in the right place. That's great. So as I was just saying, when the angel told Joseph the name to give Jesus, when the angel told Joseph that God had a plan for Jesus, Jesus, this child that Mary was going to have, became real to Jesus, to Joseph. Joseph is the father, not Jesus. I said that wrong in the last video. It made Jesus real for Joseph. Oh, that was weird. We may have to restart this one because that was a sack. Or maybe it wasn't a sack. I don't know what just happened there. But with
run your basic playbook, but run it so well
with the angel giving a name, we did not get 30 yards. So, no 30 yards in 3 plays, which means we're just going to go ahead and do a yeah, because I can't do that anyway. So we're just going to go here to quick restart, and we're going to start game, and I'll still call it second down. Let's try that again. That did not work so well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now,
Prescott to throw it.
This child that Mary's going to have has just become real to Joseph, and that's not an accident. God said, Joseph, I want you to marry her. And to prove how much I want you to marry her, I am going to make the child real to you. Because up until that point, I got to go 15 yards, 16 yards right now. Okay.
Second and 1 is often an invitation
Making the child real now makes it harder for Joseph to say, okay, I'll just leave her. She's on her own. No, that's not going to happen now. Oh, there we go. And I don't think we got the touchdown, but we also did not get 80 yards in the first half yet, so I still need to go for there. But on the second down, we've got that. Oh, I'm on the 1 yard line. I thought we got the touchdown. Anyway, so there's the touchdown. That makes it, that changes Joseph's mind, where if he never heard the name, if he never heard that it was going to be a he, in fact, if it was just the angel saying, like at the end of the like in the last video, just the angel saying, I don't want you to leave Mary. That's one thing. Okay, sure. Whatever. I still get to make that choice. Then the angel says, hold on a second. You're going to name this child Jesus. And this is what this child's going to do. Now, one, the child has a name, Jesus. Two, the child has a purpose. To forgive men, to take away men's sins. Now, Jesus can't, or Joseph, I keep doing that. I did that in the last video and I said that already today too. Joseph can't just leave this woman because now he knows about Jesus and he knows the purpose of Jesus. And now he knows that it's his job to train Jesus to the best of his ability to actually do what he's supposed to do. And that's what's amazing about who God is. It wasn't just that God said, don't leave her. It was that God said, don't leave her because. And then we get to the heart of all this. What's really important to me about all this. The whole thing what's really important to me about all this, if I can actually say it, Jesus' purpose. I've said it already because I read the verse and I've repeated it, to take away the sins of the people. And that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to take away the sins. And that is hard to understand. Ooh, do we keep him? Is it 3rd and 1? It is 3rd and 1. We've knocked him back half a yard. We've got, we know the purpose because we know how everything's going to end. At the end of this book, well, a little before the end of this book, Jesus is going to go to the cross. And on the cross, he's going to die. And his blood is the offering that God needs to forgive mankind of the sins that they have committed. That,
and the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That is the purpose. That is the reason that Jesus came to earth. Came to earth through the Holy Spirit of God to sacrifice himself so that the world can be freed of sins. John 3:16 specifically says, for God so loved the world that he, God, sent his only Son, Jesus, that whomever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. Meaning, if you believe that Jesus is who he says he is, the Son of God, just by believing that, by having faith that Jesus is not lying about who he is, about what he's doing on earth, about any of it, then you have an opportunity to be with him in heaven. And that's what God wanted. See, back in the book of Genesis, when God created the world according to Genesis, and I'm going to agree with that because that's what I think, how I feel. In that book, Satan came to humans, and Satan said, God's not telling the truth. That tree over there, that tree's a blessing, and he doesn't want you to have it because he's trying to keep it all to himself. And man then went and said, well, if God's trying to keep things from me, then let's change that. I don't want God keeping nothing from me. I want to know what God knows. So man went ahead and went to the garden, or went to the tree, and took a bite from the tree. Now, the woman was the first one to bite from the fruit, whatever the fruit was. But the man never stopped her. The man had a chance, didn't stop her. Both human beings were part of the problem. Both human beings failed. And that's okay. They're allowed to fail. That's what we do. As human beings, we fail. I fail. Almost all of my, I spend a lot of my life failing. If I can get the words out. In fact, I'm 19 seconds away from failing something else in my life. Now, there is a strong possibility that I will not fail, that I can get the 15 yards I need in 20 seconds. I don't need a lot, and I don't know if this right here counts, and if it doesn't, then I'm just wasting time, and now I've got a lot less time. Got 15 seconds, so I just wasted 5 seconds to try to get another 15 yards. And it wants me to run it, which may not get me 15 yards, I think I need. I basically need to get a yard or more a second. And I need to use my timeouts, so I've got 10 seconds, and I need to go 8 more yards. But that's my point, is failure is part of being human. I don't know. I used a timeout. See? I just failed. So, I guess we're going to third down now because I've already gone to... because that last one was second down. Wow. See? Failure is a part of life. And God understood that. So God created laws, and in those laws were things like sacrifice, lambs and other animals in your place. But those sacrifices don't cover the full cost. The full cost has to be paid because people continue to sin. And through that sacrifice comes things like, we have the Passover as an example of that sacrifice of an animal so that man can be okay, so that man isn't harmed. And we got 30 yards in 3 plays. We're halfway to what we need. But now I just need to use the time wisely. But this, all that sacrifice and all that was to help man, so that man could could have a chance at having their sins forgiven, could have a chance at being able to spend time with God forever. It wasn't just because God wanted to smell the burning lambs, and there's a touchdown. It wasn't that God just wanted to smell the sweet offerings. It's because the offerings had an actual point. But that didn't solve the problem. The problem had to be solved differently. The problem had to be solved through an actual sacrifice. And so God sent Jesus to pay that price, to be that sacrifice. And when that happened, it changed everything. See, it wasn't just the death that... What is going on here? I thought he was down. Okay. It wasn't just Jesus' death that was the sacrifice. The death was the sacrifice, but the completion of the sacrifice to give value to the blood that was shed, Jesus came back to life. That is how
He's conclusively answered that
He
question.
will save his
A very
people
strong runner
from their
and an even
sins.
better leader.
And what's interesting is when God says, or when the angel says he will save his people, the angel isn't just talking about the Israelites. Now, that's a good understanding of who he's talking about because the Bible is written from a Jewish perspective, and there we go, that was good. Was written from a Jewish perspective. Matthew was a Jewish man, which I believe we've talked about. And, that's out of bounds. Oh, he caught it though? Okay. Well, he caught it, but he went out of bounds, so that's good. It was written from the Jewish perspective. It was written from a non-American perspective. But that's what's important about that. What's important about that is that the perspective it was written in, when it says the people, the author knows now that it was the whole of the world. But the readers were going to understand it as the Jews. We're going to understand it as the Jews. It wasn't necessarily intended for the reader to understand it as the whole of the world. They didn't expect somebody in America 2,000 years later to still be reading these words, even though Jesus said his words would not fade. This is still, like, to them, the fact that it got this far would be mind-boggling, mind-blowing. They wouldn't understand it. They couldn't understand it. But they know that that's what they really did want. They wanted the whole world to know, which is why Matthew is talking specifically to the Jewish audience. That's who his book is written to. And so when it comes to his people, again, being God's people, it's that idea that God's people are the ones that he means when he says his people in this. How did you make that catch? But that's not who his people are. His people are the world as a whole, because Jesus throughout his life proved that his people weren't just the people of Israel. He went and talked to people outside of Israel. He talked to the Samaritans. He talked to Roman rulers. Even everything that he talked to, even when he talked to, like, a Roman centurion, his goal wasn't just the immediate people in Israel. His goal was the world. He went outside of Israel. He spent most of his time in Israel, but those weren't the people that he talked to. So that's part of, last time I was talking about context and they just got a first down. I don't know how in the world they just got that first down, but I'm going to use my last time out. I got to get the ball out of their hands, and I'm not doing that very well. But he did spend most of his time in that area, but those weren't his main. Okay. But it was more, he wanted more than just those. He wanted the whole world. Why does it say timeout? That's weird. They don't have any timeouts. I've used all my timeouts. Why did it say timeout? I don't know what just happened there. And yes, I failed again.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
Oh, come on.
Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Final play of the half. Prescott steps away to his left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9.
Challenge failed. All right.
Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select.
Let's go into fourth down. I'm going to focus more on what I'm doing now. So, give me a few minutes. It's not the challenge goals that are the problem. I can promise you that, though. Whoever I forget which one you actually are. The problem, well, that helped. Okay, so
timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive
that is frustrating.
And if you're a little early or a little
man.
late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, This one's going the other way.
This one should not have been this hard, but Dallas was a force to be reckoned with, and you know what?
Being chased out left.
It's okay. It's whatever. I'm not going to get those 30 yards in 3 plays because I gave it away in 1 play. But also, the Cowboys are a pain. I don't like the Cowboys. For those of you that do like the Cowboys, good for you. That's great. I don't care. But I didn't get that star, so even if I get the star for going 80 yards in the first half, it won't be completed. But I'm not going to keep playing this one today. I got 4 downs. I attempted to do what I was trying to do. Didn't get it. They didn't get what they needed. So it's okay. I'm going to see if I can get those 80 yards. And if I can get the 80 yards, great. If I don't get the 80 yards, great. If I do get the 80 yards, I will move on to the next one that's after this. If I don't get the 80 yards, maybe I'll try an older one that I've struggled with that I might be able to do better now, like Pass the Bread or something like that. I haven't fully decided yet. Maybe I'll just call it at this one because I do feel like I've actually said what I really wanted to say about all that. But I also know that they couldn't get me. Okay. That's just me trying to make sure I can get 80 yards right now for the rest of it.
Their second drive here, the ball game, Charles. Remember last time they
so
the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit.
The best that I can say is that I'm going to go back to what I was saying before. The Angel wanted to make Jesus a reality to Joseph. Wanted Joseph to know that there was a reality named Jesus, that there was a child, that this child had, that God had a purpose for this child. The purpose was for this child, Jesus, to save God's people. And God's people is not just limited to, it's not limited to Israel. God's people, everybody is God's people. There is no specific group that is God's people. There is no particular anything that is God's people. We are all God's people. So that was kind of where I was going with this, was that Jesus came to earth so that your sins could be forgiven because you are a child of God. You belong to God. You are God's people. And knowing that you belong to God, I hope, is something to give joy and just be something that's worth, I'm struggling to get the words right because they're precious words. I don't just want to be all like, yeah, because you're important now. Well, you should be important whether or not you're part of God, but you can be in God's kingdom. And that, I think that's more of the importance right there, is that this gives you the chance to know that you are in the kingdom of God. That is what I'm trying to tell you, is that the kingdom of God isn't just one group of people. Oh, this is not good. That was terrible. I kept, I don't know what I was doing there. I wanted to make it harder on myself. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to see just how much more difficult I can make this 4th down attempt on myself. No, that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to gain yards, but I just dropped everything that time. Okay, you did block for me. That's good. Okay.
Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
They asked him to take shot to get them to a spot where
I'm kind of panicking here, so I apologize about that. I know that I don't need to panic. I'm just trying to have fun here, but I also want to get it done. And that's causing a little bit of panic. Okay, so I've got about 20 yards to go. 4th and 3. Wow. So yeah, I hope that you can ask some questions about what that said. Ask other people about what's going on there too. Okay, I got to go 7 yards. Okay. I don't know how close I am to the end zone, but I only need 7 yards to complete this. I'm on the 10-yard line. Okay. Okay. And it's a first down. 1st and goal. And there's still a lot of time left on the clock. So this time I can get 80 yards. Well, I mean, if I'm going to do it... Oh, I didn't get the touchdown also. But, challenge complete. I didn't do what I wanted to do. I only got 1 star. But I've also already done 4 downs. So, I'm going to go ahead and hit play next challenge. Take a look at that. And, yeah, let's just see what's up next.
Welcome in, everybody.
Oh, thanks for the welcome. Thank you, Coach. Okay, so hopefully I'm back now. My brain may have gone haywire a little bit in the last one. My brain and my mouth are still not as connected as I'd like them to be, but hopefully we're here now. So now that we've kind of got some of that figured out on what is going on with that, this is going to be just have some fun and watch me play some game and watch me fail. Hopefully I don't fail. But yeah, let's just kind of, I'll let you digest what you've heard. Think a little bit on it. Maybe even take some time to write some questions about what it said to ask somebody else. Maybe, ooh, that was the wrong person.
But maybe because they held them.
Maybe.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field.
Maybe.
They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop?
Take some time to write down that oh no.
And that is incomplete.
Write down that verse, and and just come up with what you think. What do you think could be going on there? You just tell me. You write to yourself a little bit about it, and that's it. I don't have much more to. I don't have anything else to say.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. So just shy of midfield, they tried.
Okay, well.
What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away.
I was trying to use all 5 of those plays. This is the 5th play, and obviously I didn't do it. So,
first half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your
so we didn't get 25 yards in 5 plays. And we didn't get a touchdown pass in that, so yeah, okay.
This is Joe Mixon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Apparently, I am all out of sorts right now. I trying to get this one done, but you know what? Oh, whoa, wait, whoa, what? What?
Well, with his size,
I agree with you, Ronnie Lott. He was out of bounds before that, but the referees, they don't like me. No, what happens is EA Sports, it tries to get trickier as it goes on, and it doesn't do a very good job of how it goes harder, because it's like, okay, easy, medium, hard, impossible. And yeah, it's not really supposed to, that's not how people don't like games when they get so hard that you can't do anything. I understand that the Bengals should be a hard team to play. Totally get that. But there's other teams that should have been harder than this and weren't. Also, my team is a decent strength. So this shouldn't be impossible. And yet, Madden's all like, no, this is how we're going to do it. This is how I want to do it because I just know better than everybody else. EA is all like, no, this is how we want to do it. You want some extra help? Pay us a little bit more money, and maybe we'll help you out.
On second
But
down
that's
and
me
4.
kind of being a little bit bitter about how this is going, about how poorly I feel like this code, they did this. I understand they want it to be hard. I don't mind a challenging game. But I do mind when, instead of just being challenging, it's like, oh, no. We want to go stronger. We want to be more than challenging. We don't want you to pick up the game again. Like, the idea is that I want to keep playing. I'm really just trying to complete this to get to the second down, and then seeing maybe if I can make better choices on the second down. But for now, just trying to complete this first down. And okay, whatever.
Hayden Hurst with his second touchdown here in this first half.
Okay. It's interesting. Wasn't paying attention to that part. But it doesn't matter. They can win. That's not what's important. What's important is that I get 2 passing touchdowns. I don't really want them to win. I want to be able to win. But if I can't even get a passing touchdown, I mean, what's it matter? And that's kind of the situation we're at right now, is when I tried to do something on offense and I can't even sneeze, I mean, that's where the problems come in. That's a good return. So, I mean, there's a little bit of that. Now, all of a sudden, what the game is going to do is going to be, oh, you need to pass it every time right here. Well, no, actually, I don't, but I got a first down there, so that's good. That was a good catch. I got something happening there. But it just, the way that they did this sometimes doesn't exactly make sense. There is issues with Madden. But
18 yards, first down, Niners.
You know, it's all right. It's a chance to deal with anger. I wouldn't say anger. A chance to deal with how I'm playing and why I'm playing and what I'm doing. Oh, incomplete. Even though I actually made a few, that should probably have been a fumble. I'll take it as an incomplete because a fumble would have probably given it to them and it stopped the clock. Oh, nope. That was offensive pass interference. Even though I was going for the ball, the way that he fell to the ground, that should have made it offensive pass interference. But now we're 3rd and 10, so we're back to a 3rd and 10 situation. And caught it. First down. I couldn't tell you how that happened. That seemed like that was...
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy?
Just looked weird.
Double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
Oh, all right. Made the catch.
No doubt about that at all.
There we go.
I think we'll hear about that.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up second down.
Will it? Okay.
Throw now on the final play. Quick completion here to Johnson.
And yep, that's the end of the game. That's the end of the half, so we failed this one. We didn't even get 1 passing touchdown. We're going to try a second down here, but I'm only going to try a second down because I'm actually just about out of time. I've got enough time to do 1 more try. So we're going to give this one the 1 more try, and then that's as much time as I have for today.
So the 49ers, they're
set
to go on offense.
This didn't turn out as well as I'd hoped. But you know what? That's okay. Sometimes you just have a bad day out there. Sometimes you get on the field and nothing goes your way. It's true for every sport, not just football. It's true for baseball. It's true for basketball. It's true for everything. There are times where no matter what you do, nothing goes your way. And you know what? That's okay. There's a first down right there. There's a couple yards. I don't know. Okay, so I got to go 3 more yards. I think I got 2 plays to go 3 yards. So that I can agree with. In fact, I don't mind slowing it down a little bit. So I think, yeah, we got that. So there we go. 25 yards and 5 plays. Now we just need to focus on trying to get a touchdown. And
from the 27, Prescott.
That is going to be the more challenging one. And it has to be a passing touchdown. 3rd and 2. He came in to make that catch, so that's not great. But, you know, that's okay.
Difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do.
So there we go. We got we got that touchdown. Oh. Except I need to do it as a passing touchdown. Well, hopefully I get the ball back and can get it back a few more times, because that was a mistake. But you know what? That one's on me. That was me just trying to get a touchdown, just trying to do something to prove that it's not as difficult as it feels, and totally misjudging everything. That one goes, that's J-Man at Magic Gate takes that fail. That's actually, if you want to know, so sin means to miss the mark, and the mark in this game, or this, is to throw 2 passing touchdowns in the first half. And J-Man sinned against Madden 23 by rushing that ball in, not passing that ball in. So there's a practical sin. Oh, nice sack, though. Nice. That was good. That was good. That made me feel like I actually belonged and was part of it. Okay. That was helpful.
Another try after the first down sack.
And now it's 3rd and 6. Okay. They'll probably... Yeah, so it's going to go into the second quarter now. So that's a little frustrating. But that's good. I mean, we've got them. They've got to go 6 yards. I think they just went 6 yards, though, so that's not as good. Oh, that was a good sack. Good job, 94. Nice. Way to be there. Right. Okay. So, that's good. See, that last one, yeah, I struggled with it. I will completely admit that I struggled with it. And I will also admit that there's a strong possibility that I'm going to fail this challenge as well, because I don't know if I'll be able to get 2 passing touchdowns by the end of this, by the end of the quarters here. I don't have a lot of time, but...
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I have no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys.
But it's still a chance to try, and if I can do it fast enough, since it's passing touchdowns, if I can do it fast enough, then there is a chance. Oh, that was pass interference. But if they didn't call my pass interference earlier, I guess I shouldn't let them call theirs. Or assume they'll call theirs. But, oh, there we go. Okay. Shouldn't have called that timeout. I should have let it go to the 2-minute warning. That's okay. It's okay. That was me getting too excited is what happened there.
On 1st and 10,
going like, ooh, that was a good event. Oh, wow.
As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after incompletion on 1st down.
I was waiting for that play to get open.
He'll drop to throw.
I was waiting for that play to do something. Well, did he pick it? Oh.
Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Okay.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
This is looking just as good as I expected it to, actually. Oh, he's open. He was open when I threw that ball. And then Pratt.
Past the 30.
Wow.
He had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle.
Wow.
Charles,
Okay. I didn't change it to. I didn't watch it. I didn't want to see it again. Well, there we go. Back-to-back picks. I'll take that. And then if I do this, that gives me a chance to get a passing touchdown. A chance to get a passing touchdown. Wow. That was interesting, but I'm glad that I was able to keep playing. There we go. There's a passing touchdown. Woo. Okay. Good. Good. And now I got to get the ball out of their hands quick again and be able to do that right away. But that's okay. I like what I saw there. That is not what I thought was going to happen, but I'll take what happened. I will enjoy that I was able to do that, and yeah, let's just keep playing now. I mean, I don't have a lot of time playing the rest of this second down. But, yeah, let's keep the pressure on. Let's make them throw it to me again. Or make them fumble or something. Nope. Nope. That didn't work out so well. That's okay. We still have a chance, but I should be using my timeouts now also. Oh, well, I don't need to use timeout now. That went out of bounds. Or didn't go out of bounds, but it was because it was dropped, yeah. Don't know how they're at 3rd and 1, though. Huh.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow.
Out of bounds. They did get the first down. Well, that's not great. But, okay. We've still got time on this. There's still plenty of things that can happen.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Like that, right there. It's a good sack. Second and forever now. But I still do need a passing touch, a second passing touchdown. 2nd and 20. So that turned out pretty good right there. I like that. It would have been nice if he fumbled it and I recovered it. But I'll take what I can get.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Okay, and I'll use my last timeout now. Might have been a little early, but that's okay. Now it's 3rd and 8. I thought I used it 4 seconds faster than that, though. Clock is not my friend right now. Oh, well, that's okay. That stops the clock, so even if they do punt it here, the clock is stopped. That's great. I got a chance. Now, can I? Let's see if it rolls into the end zone, and it will not roll into the end zone. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Okay. This is a good choice. I need to get a little bit further away from the end zone right now, so let's start here. I don't have a timeout, though, and I can't remember what button I need to push to do the important stuff. Let's see. I just want to try to get the ball down the field. But here goes nothing. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, too far. Wow. It was worth the try. It was worth it. I would call that worth it every day. And I probably got hit as I threw it, and that's not good either. That was pass interference because he touched me before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was pass interference. Look, even if they get points before the end of the half, it's not going to be enough to matter. And oh man, come on Hill, come on Hill, come on Hill, come on Hill, come on Hill. In! Touchdown! 2 passing touchdowns so that rushing touchdown doesn't mess me up. Oh man, that was so close. Oh my goodness. We did it. And I got both stars. Max stars. Doing my job. Thank you for watching. You know all the stuff YouTube likes, but I'll remind you anyway. YouTube likes you to like it. They like you to subscribe it. They like you to share it. They like you to comment. I do want to hear your comments, though, because I want to know how I can improve this or what you think, or maybe even if you have some questions about what I've been talking about, or maybe if you think that what I've been saying is wrong, like you heard me say Jesus when I meant Joseph last time, and you're like, dude, you got the names wrong. I know I did, but that's okay. I know there's going to be trolls there, so getting ahead of you, even though it's behind you, I figured it out. Those things don't matter to me. They matter to YouTube because they're things of this world, and I don't care about things of this world. What I care about are things that are not of this world. I care that you know that God loves you. I care that you know that death has been defeated, because that's what we talked about today. Jesus came to take the sin of the world away. And I hope and pray that God blesses you.